Alright, this is Gothica Actual vid 2 of 2 playing Mass Effect Andromeda. I took it back today early. I just couldn't stand it anymore. The consistent politics from the liberal left-hand side was horrible. It's just shoved right in your face. The storyline was awful. Just awful. Enemies were not unique. They were not thought out. It was, we're just going to put a jumble of stuff and just kind of recycle. Not in a good way. You could have brought the Reapers back and it would have been more horrifying. Would have been more awesome. More action than what we saw. Character development. That was another problem. All of the females in Mass Effect Andromeda, they look like soccer moms. Instead of the beautiful kick-ass women that you discovered in 1, 2, and 3. Like, for example, Ashley Williams in number 1, and then a brief run-in number 2. Hold on, did you run into number 2? It's been a while since I played that. I know they brought her out really big in Mass Effect 3. That was awesome. But still, yeesh, that should have kept with that. Instead, we get soccer moms. But that's feminist logic for you. Can't be beautiful or else. And then speaking of feminism, one mission entirely to feminism made women look incredibly weak, over dramatic as fuck. Not empowering at all. Third wave feminism. Like I said before in the other video number 1, I am not with the liberals. I am not with the Republicans. None of that. I find both sides to be stupid as hell. They both have their problems. They are both to blame for shit that goes on. And I'm ending that there before I go on to a total rant about politics, as I do know my politics, which is why I got out of politics, because I know my politics. Mull that over for a second. And while you're mulling it over, think of Rome, the greatest nation the world had ever known, even greater than us, figuratively speaking, in the modern era, and they collapsed. Do your history, you will find out with some digging, and then compare it to us, and you will see a mirror in a different time setting. Alright, going on to the powers and the weapons. Weapons. Absolutely horrible. Horrible. And I believe it was number 3. It was number 3, the Avenger. Number 3 and number 2. I forget which one initiated that. Number 1 didn't have it. I think it was number 3. I need to go back and replay 1, 2, and 3 because that has been a few years. But I still remember the quality of them. In number 3, you would pick up an Avenger and both barrels would fire. You could see it alternating. And Mass Effect Andromeda, they took that was not even there. And then how you originally would load the gun up, slap a clip in, the clip would come out, if the gun would pop up, and it was an entire thing. It was entirely different. It wasn't any good. The guns sucked. It took me 6 different retrofits of my character, refits, rehauls, before I even found something that worked. The powers were horrible. Some of them were imaginative, and with extra work, they could have been good. But I kept encountering glitches. With overload, it wouldn't even sometimes affect its shield entirely, or not even stun. It would just hit and nothing would happen. And then going on to vehicles. Well, the only vehicle you really drive is the Nomad. That was horrible. What were you thinking, BioWare, creating that vehicle? Okay, compared to the Mako from number 1, 2, and 3, the Mako was kick-ass. Okay, anyone that spent time on Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 driving the Mako around, exploring, realized this thing could go practically anywhere. Anywhere. If you set your mind to it, you could get almost anywhere. And it didn't really need any upgrades at all to go anywhere. It was still awesome. And the main gun on top, the cannon mode, machine gun, oh, like a dream, like a dream, like a dream. But the Nomad's just, it's worse than a prototype. That being said, just avoid the game entirely. Don't play it. Just go back, play 1, 2, and 3, and take my word for it. Anyway, I am moving on to Rainbow Six Siege. I'll be doing a few videos of that. I've already played that before, and it's a pretty good game. I have no complaints about it. Gonna invest some money, getting some new characters, camo, stuff like that. Not touching Call of Duty anymore, especially not the new one. This is copy and paste. That's all it's gonna be. Already have complaints. It's Infinite Warfare mechanics and everything else, just with a different paint job. And that's it on that. I'll be doing some more epic clips, more things on that, so stay tuned. Gothic Actual out.